Building a positive relationship with yourself is the cornerstone of all growth. It shapes the way you interact with the world. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about building a positive relationship with yourself. Enjoy. Building a positive relationship with yourself is one of the most important things you can do for your overall happiness and well-being. This relationship sets the tone for how you experience life, interact with others, and handle challenges. When you have a strong, positive relationship with yourself, you're more likely to feel confident, resilient, and at peace. You treat yourself with the same kindness, respect, and compassion you would offer a good friend. Developing this relationship takes time and intentional effort. It's about learning to value yourself, recognizing your worth, and understanding that you are enough just as you are. It involves being gentle with yourself, forgiving your mistakes, and celebrating your successes, no matter how small. When you build a loving relationship with yourself, you create a solid foundation that supports all aspects of your life. Remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. By nurturing it, you are giving yourself the gift of unconditional love and acceptance, which is the key to living a fulfilled and happy life. Start by recognizing that you deserve this positive relationship and commit to making it a priority each day. Negative self-talk can be a major barrier to building a positive relationship with yourself. It often sneaks in as a critical inner voice that tells you you're not good enough or that you've made too many mistakes. Recognizing this voice is the first step to changing it. Pay attention to the thoughts that cross your mind, especially when you're feeling stressed or down. Notice how often you speak to yourself in ways you would never speak to someone else. Once you've identified negative self-talk, practice replacing it with kindness and encouragement. Instead of saying, "I can't believe I messed up," try saying, "It's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning and growing." Be gentle with yourself, and remember that everyone has flaws and makes mistakes. It's part of being human. Use positive affirmations that uplift and motivate you, such as, "I am capable," "I am worthy," or "I trust myself." Changing your inner dialogue takes practice, but it's worth the effort. When you replace negative self-talk with positive, supportive language, you build a stronger, more loving relationship with yourself. Over time, you'll find that you feel more confident, empowered, and at peace with who you are. Practicing self-care is a powerful way to nurture your relationship with yourself. Self-care means prioritizing your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It's about recognizing your needs and making time to meet them, even when life gets busy. Self-care isn't selfish. It's necessary for maintaining balance and energy in your life. Start by identifying activities that bring you joy and relaxation. This could be as simple as taking a walk in nature, reading a book, enjoying a warm bath, or spending time with loved ones. Make these activities a regular part of your routine, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Also, pay attention to your physical health. Ensure you're getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, and staying active. Self-care also means setting aside time for reflection and relaxation, allowing yourself to unwind and recharge. Remember, caring for yourself allows you to show up as your best self in all areas of your life. By prioritizing self-care, you're telling yourself that you are worth the time and effort, which strengthens your relationship with yourself. Setting healthy boundaries is another essential aspect of building a positive relationship with yourself. Boundaries are the limits you set for how others can treat you and how you treat yourself. They help protect your energy, time, and emotional well-being. Learning to say no when you need to, without guilt, is a critical part of this process. It's about respecting your own needs and making choices that align with your values. Recognize that it's okay to prioritize yourself and that you don't have to please everyone. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about self-respect. When you honor your needs, you show yourself that you are worthy of care and consideration. Start by identifying areas in your life where you feel overextended or resentful. Ask yourself what you need in these situations and communicate your boundaries clearly and kindly. Building boundaries takes courage, but it's an act of self-love. Each time you set a boundary, you reinforce the message that your needs matter. Over time, this practice will help you build a stronger, healthier relationship with yourself, one that is based on mutual respect and understanding. Embracing self-acceptance is a key component of building a positive relationship with yourself. Self-acceptance means acknowledging all parts of yourself, the strengths and the weaknesses, the successes and the mistakes. It's about letting go of the idea that you have to be perfect to be worthy of love and respect. Instead, you accept yourself as you are, flaws and all, and recognize that you are enough. Practice self-acceptance by being compassionate with yourself, especially when things don't go as planned. Remind yourself that it's okay to have setbacks and that every step, even the ones that feel like a stumble, is part of your growth. Let go of the need for perfection and allow yourself to be human. This shift in mindset can help you feel more at peace and less critical of yourself. Remember, self-acceptance is not about settling or avoiding growth. It's about acknowledging where you are right now and loving yourself in this moment. From this place of acceptance, you can grow and evolve without the pressure of perfectionism weighing you down. By embracing self-acceptance, you create a solid foundation for a positive, loving relationship with yourself. Developing a daily practice of gratitude and self-reflection can greatly enhance your relationship with yourself. Take a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. This practice helps shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. It fosters a sense of appreciation for who you are and what you have. In addition to gratitude, make time for self-reflection. At the end of each day, consider what went well and what you learned. Reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. Use this time to acknowledge your progress, celebrate your successes, and learn from your experiences. Gratitude and self-reflection help you connect more deeply with yourself, promoting a sense of inner peace and contentment. They remind you of your worth and the many reasons you have to love and appreciate yourself. By making these practices a regular part of your day, you build a stronger, more positive relationship with yourself, one that supports your happiness and well-being. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.